In today's world, multitasking is often seen as a symbol of intelligence, strength, and productivity. People feel proud when they say, "I can do many things at the same time." They answer calls while working, reply to messages while studying, and switch between tasks without stopping. It looks impressive from the outside. It feels like speed. It feels like efficiency. But in reality, it is one of the biggest traps that quietly destroys our focus, our energy, and our results. In this chapter, the author invites us to look deeply at this habit we have accepted as normal. He explains that multitasking is not a skill we should be proud of. It is a distraction we have learned to tolerate. The human brain is not designed to focus on two important things at the same time. What really happens when we multitask is not true simultaneous focus. It is rapid switching. Our attention jumps from one task to another, then back again, again, and again. And every time we switch, our mind pays a hidden price. We lose clarity, we lose depth, we lose time, we lose quality. At first, this switching feels fast, but what we don't see is the mental cost behind it. The brain needs time to fully enter a task. It needs quiet. It needs presence. When we interrupt that process again and again, we never reach deep concentration. We stay on the surface. And when we stay on the surface, our work stays shallow. The author explains that multitasking does not save time. It steals it. It makes simple tasks take longer. It increases mistakes. It creates stress. And at the end of the day, it leaves us exhausted, not because we worked deeply, but because our mind was scattered all day long. Many people feel busy from morning to night. Their day is full. Their phone never stops. Their mind never rests. But when they look back at the end of the day, they feel empty. They feel that they moved a lot, but they did not move forward. This is the silent damage of multitasking. It keeps us active, but not effective. True productivity feels very different. It feels calm. It feels slow on the outside, but powerful on the inside. It is the state where you give your full attention to one single task, without dividing your mind, without chasing distractions, without switching every few minutes. In that state, your work becomes deeper. Your thoughts become clearer. Your energy becomes stronger. The author reminds us that all great achievements in history were created through focused effort, not scattered attention. Writers who changed the world wrote in silence. Scientists who changed the future worked in deep solitude. Builders who created great projects isolated their attention from distraction. They did not do 10 things at once. They did one thing with full presence. Multitasking gives the illusion of control, but in reality, it removes control. It places your attention in the hands of notifications, noise, and endless interruptions. And the more you allow those interruptions, the harder it becomes to concentrate when you truly need to. This chapter teaches us that focus is not just a skill, it is a decision. A quiet decision you make every time you sit down to work. A decision that says, for this moment, nothing matters more than this task. At first, this feels uncomfortable. Silence feels strange. Lack of movement feels heavy. But with time, something powerful happens. Your mind becomes sharper. Your thoughts become deeper. Your confidence begins to grow, not because you are doing more, but because you are finally finishing what you start. The author also explains that multitasking weakens our emotional balance. When our attention is constantly divided, we feel mentally tired, even when our body is resting. We feel anxious without knowing why. We feel overwhelmed without knowing the exact reason. But when we return to single-task focus, our nervous system slowly calms down. Our breathing becomes slower. Our mind becomes quieter, and we rediscover a sense of inner stability we forgot existed. Breaking the multitasking myth is not about becoming slower, it is about becoming precise. It is about placing your energy where it actually creates results instead of spreading it where it disappears. When you work with full focus, time begins to feel different. 1 hour of deep work becomes more valuable than 5 hours of distracted effort. And slowly, without forcing anything, your life begins to feel lighter. Your work becomes meaningful, and your progress becomes visible. At the end of this chapter, the author leaves us with a powerful, silent truth. You don't need to do many things at once to be successful. You need to do one important thing at a time with full presence. And when you finally give yourself permission to focus deeply, you don't lose anything. You gain clarity, you gain peace, and you gain real results. If this chapter helped you understand the hidden danger of multitasking, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to continue discovering the power of deep focus and real success.